raged in the south and the rangers of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Well, good morning, YouTube, and happy Tuesday. And don't mind me, I'm getting a bit of a late start this morning. Yes, I might have slept in a bit. So, well, we're going to have a kind of chill morning today. We're going to take a look at this little game that I got. I asked for it via Keymailer and was accepted by the developer. It's called Nano Flat Owner. It says, become a Nano Flat Owner. Furnish tiny spaces, rent them out for high prices, and earn massive profit. Start small, collect rent, reinvest, and expand your rental empire. Achieve financial freedom effortlessly in this cozy simulation game. And one of the reasons I asked for this is it just kind of reminds me of, I don't know, little tiny doll houses. And you decorate each of the rooms, and apparently they make passive income. Now, I don't think being a landlord is quite that easy. Oh, and I've also opened it up, and let me say, the narrator's a little snarky. So, that's fun too. Now, full disclosure, aside from this being granted to me by Keymailer, the developer does describe how their game uses AI-generated content like this. Some game assets are AI-generated. So for those of you who may not like AI or generative AI, you probably want to consider that heavily. Now the game is $6.99 on Steam. It is 15% off right now because it just recently came out, so it's $5.94. It's basically a toy. It came out May 5th. Alright, we have looked at that, so let's open up the game and get started, shall we? Now I've reset the game so we can start from the beginning, and it does take a moment to load. I don't know why it takes as long as it does to load, but it does. There we go. We have multiple languages. Let's see if I can recognize some of these. I know that's Turkish, Spanish. Okay, there's two different versions of Spanish. Latino, okay, Latin American Spanish, and then Spanish. Portuguese. From Brazil, okay, Brazilian Portuguese, and then Portuguese. Polish, German, French, Italian. I don't recognize most of these. Even Tagalog. A lot of languages. But of course we're going with English because I wouldn't understand most of these others. I might understand a tiny bit of the French. That's about it.
Oh, you finally saved up your first pot of gold?
Oh, so I have finally saved up my first pot of gold. Wonderful.
Congratulations on climbing the first rung of the capitalist ladder.
Yeah, this game's a little snarky. Did I mention that?
Although to the rich, that money is barely enough for toilet paper, it's enough for you to step into the root of all the honorable world of real estate.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself dreaming of mansions. We care about return to investment here.
Return on investment.
Come on, buy an exquisite Nano Flat first. It's the size of a toilet, sure, but to us, it's a coop that lays golden eggs.
Okay. Let's see, we have our choice between two. Let's choose this one with the nice big
now,
window.
The property is yours. What? You're worried about how a human can actually live in such a tiny space? That's the tenant's problem. You only need to worry about fitting all the cash in your wallet.
Okay.
Throw in some decent-looking furniture and the rent goes up. Click the shop button in the top right. Pick 3 cost-effective pieces and stuff this cage full.
Alright, so we get to the decorating part. wonder if I can paint the walls. Can I paint? I feel like that's the first thing I would want to do. What we got? Okay. Beds. Some pillows. Some other smaller pillows like cushions. Oh, and I guess body pillows. Various seating, lots of seating, tables, desks, dressers and wardrobes and stuff. Cabinetry, shelves, wall shelves, electronics, okay, appliances, including a couple arcade machines, that's cute, clocks, toilets. Okay, I didn't even see that when I was testing it out. Tubs and sinks. Towels. Dang, they put everything in here. Lights. Or, well, I should say lamps. Floor lamps. Wall lights. Plants. More plants. Rugs. Okay. Mirrors. Pictures. Oh yeah, they just got all the things here. We're not going to list off every little thing here. Alright, so let's start with something simple. We're going to put in a rug. I like this thing. Look at that. Right there. Wonder if we can resize them. Don't think that's an option. Right now, find a bed. I like this. Oh, well, she did say cheap. Let's start off with something simpler than that. We'll go with this one. Okay, that works. Now, if we're putting a bed in, we need some place to put stuff. I'm going to turn this bed. Why does it want to float? Okay, that's a little weird. That way, I have an idea. I know she said we're only supposed to put 3 things in, but we are going to put much more than 3 things in. Put in some sort of storage.
such taste. The room actually looks presentable.
You didn't know I had taste? Okay.
Now click the button in the bottom right to rent out this Nano Flat. Listen to the sound of coins hitting your pocket.
I'm not ready yet. At least they give us enough money to get started with, right? Put in a little desk over here. Maybe not that one. Do a simple little desk here. Of course, now we need a chair for our desk. Nah. Alright, we'll do it with that. What else would a teeny tiny little apartment need? A little shelf over the desk. I don't think we're going to be getting anything too super duper expensive or fancy right now. Let's give them a little tablet. I know, we probably shouldn't, but why not? Clock. We'll put them a little alarm clock up here. There we go. Plants. Oh, and I guess everything we put in increases the price that we can charge for the place, so yay. Put in a simple picture up here. We're up to $13,400 an hour. Press X to doubt. A little light over here. Not so little light. Put a pillow on this bed. Now, we left some space open over here. Let's find a table. Something simple. Put it over here. And we'll put a couple of cushions to sit at the table. Set our table with a couple of teeny tiny bowls. I don't know if these are supposed to be bowls too. I think so. looks like a lotion bottle. A little lotion bottle up here. I feel like we need another piece of wall art. I have no idea how much I've just spent on this. They certainly are generous with the starting funds. Boxes, little storage boxes, little cardboard boxes like you're just moving into it. That's kind of cute. Put a mirror up here. Right, whoa, that's expensive. Okay. Oh. Okay, I guess you're not gonna fit nicely on that. $13,876 an hour, huh? Oh, and I guess we probably should put in some sort of light, right? Something like that. What we got here? Oh, little stuffed animals. I don't know why. We're going to give them a chicken. Oh, and before we continue, I'll turn that down. I mean, it's some nice music, but I don't need it that loud. I got all that space here. What am I putting here? Like... I got refrigerator. How am I supposed to put a kitchen in here? I don't think I can. But we might give them a washer dryer. We'll put what appears to be a nah, that's not a laundry basket. That could be a laundry basket. Okay, we'll put that up there. Oh wow, our rent jumped up to $14,376 an hour. Got some books. A little stack of books over here. Alright, I think we've done enough damage for our first little place. So, let's go ahead and rent it out. Shall we? See what happens. We spent like almost $70,000 on it. The current rental of this flat can bring you $14,416 an hour, okay?
Fantastic. Another another esteemed tenant has moved in.
So it looks like we're making about $14.40 every second, or every couple seconds. 1001, 1002. about every 2 seconds.
Hear that? That's the sound of wage slaves burning their life force to pay your rent. In this interface, you can view all the units you are currently renting out.
Okay, I get the feeling somebody doesn't like renting.
Remember, press the right arrow key in decoration mode to switch over here and admire those cramped units. Press the left arrow key to return to decoration mode. Don't stop now. Keep expanding your rental kingdom.
Okay.
What's this? Wallet empty? Cash flow dried up?
Not really.
That is the risk of capitalism. Renting brings steady income, sure, but that's hardly enough for a lifestyle like yours, is it?
Okay.
To get rich, you need to harvest the leeks. Harvesting can bring you massive income in a short time. Press the left arrow key in decoration mode to enter harvesting mode.
Harvesting?
Welcome to the lush green leek fields. Fresh leeks everywhere, just waiting to be harvested. Swing your sickle to your heart's content. These leeks are resilient. Cut one batch and another grows right back. It's practically an infinite ATM. When you're tired of cutting or have made enough money, press the right arrow key anytime to go back to your real estate empire. Time is money. Get to work.
Okay, I wasn't expecting a farming mini game in this. Apparently we unlocked a new unit type. Okay, I don't know how we're making $160 per harvest, but we are, apparently. Okay, they grow back faster than we can harvest them. She did say it was infinite, didn't she? You make more money doing this than you do renting the places out. Let's see if we could get back up to like 550,000. Whoa! Okay. We got a bonus time. Well, that definitely got us our goal. Okay. Oh, and we have skills that we can... Extra allowance, increase income by 2 in harvesting. Increase respawn speed. We're going to go with the increasing the income. Increase minimum harvest income by 3%. 6%. Increase maximum harvest income. Okay. Yeah, it went up a little. Alright. Done playing the minigame now.
Look at you now. Your eyes are already filled with that hunger for money. It truly warms my heart.
Why she got pointy teeth?
You have mastered all the all the core techniques of becoming a real
I get the
estate
feeling somebody
tycoon.
doesn't like renting.
Buying properties, furnishing, collecting rent, and harvesting leeks. These are the 4 strokes of the engine of perpetual wealth.
I still don't know why harvesting leeks.
Go forth. Squeeze every last drop of value out of this city.
Let's buy a new flat. Let's go with this one here. I feel like the top floor we're gonna definitely put in a kitchen first. There's a fridge. Pretty basic, but it's there. Actually, it looks like a standing freezer, doesn't it? Let's see. That looks like it could be a kitchen counter, right? Alright, that looks like a little kitchen. Kind of. We don't have any appliances other than the fridge. Well, that's big. I don't want something that big. I'm thinking. I know, horrible. Thinking is horrible for your health. I'll put a couple of things up here, like make this look like a proper kitchen counter. We'll put a couple of things like that. Alright, now we've given this little place a kitchen. Let's give them a little couch that looks like it doubles as a bed. We'll pretend that's like a sofa bed. Put it over here. And we'll put a dresser here, which will double as a place to put like a screen. We have like a TV type screen. Very expensive. We use this one. Put a little keyboard here. Lights. I think I want a floor light. Where the heck I'm putting it, I don't know. Okay, wall light. Notice there are no like curtains for the windows or anything like that. Okay. You stay where I put you. Fine. I'll put you like this. There. Place needs plants. Excuse me, go back where I put you. Thank you. Oh, more rugs, okay. Pots and pans. But I didn't see a single stove. That's better. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put the plants back down here. Where? Books. We're going to put books up there. Alright, I think we've spent enough. We're getting... Current rental of this flat can bring you $18,788 an hour. Alright. Okay, so now we got these two little places here. Making about $33 every 2 seconds. Alright, let's make a little money, shall we? I wonder if that's making income while we're doing this. Let's get back up to at least 500,000. Then we'll do another little apartment. We have unlocked another unit type, huh? So doing this unlocks new apartment types that you can then decorate and sell out. Why I get the feeling this game would be suited more to a mobile game than a PC game. Because it does seem like that's the vibe it's going for. We've unlocked another unit type. It also reminds me of the little mobile ads that you see that have nothing to do with the actual gameplay. Oh, we have points to spend here. Extra allowance, minimum guarantee, premium sell, cycle reduction. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. Alright. Oh, we're at 5:30. Okay. Let's buy another flat, shall we? Go with this one over here. Got a cute little window. Okay, so that's our two little flats we have currently. I like that. Give them a proper little office over here. Funky little rug, huh? Let's use something like this. I saw over expensive. Give you a little. I guess that's supposed to be some sort of laptop. Well, that is a budget laptop right there, huh? Hey. Okay, why did you do that? There we go, that's better. Those don't quite lay the way I want them to. I'll have to do. Once I can get them to lay, and do that, and that pushes the bed backward. Okay, that'll do. We'll give you a little wardrobe. Nope. Nightstands. What else can we put in this? Oh, that's too big. Nope. Nope. That's kind of what we're looking for right there. Put a little television set right there. I feel like it's almost like a dorm room. What are these things supposed to be? This looks like an octopus. I think it is. Okay. So go at that plant. I think it's about as much as we're going to comfortably shove into this. Alright, let's rent it out. We now have 3 little places making money. Ah, there's the new one. Right over here. We got enough money to make another one. Let's go ahead and do that. Go with... Well, that one's expensive. We're gonna do it. Alright. That was 100,000 for that one. We better make this one worthwhile, right? Okay, we'll go at that. What kind of space are we making this? Start with a shelf full of books. And we'll put a little light up here. Put some art on the wall. Why is that rocking? Stay still. Thank you. That was weird. I like that one. That's a big bed, but I don't like it. Go with this one. I'll put a dresser over here. This space is empty, empty. We'll move the dresser over here. Now this space is empty. Little kitty cat pillow, it's kind of cute. I actually wouldn't mind having one of those myself. Oh, no, I guess we're not putting you there. How about here? Okay, that works. Oh, we got little yoga. I think that's supposed to be yoga mats, skateboards, exercise machines. There, now it looks like they read a lot. They use a lot of products, and they like to go to the gym and do yoga. What else can we put in here? A light, another light. An idea. Can I fit that over here? Why is the fan smaller than the... Okay, we're getting rid of that clock. Put one on the wall instead. There. I don't want to pick all that up. I want to pick that up. Alright, I think that'll do. Alright, let's see how many of these we can make before we run out of money to make any more. Go with another one of these. They're cheap. Put that. Well, that's a big TV. Okay. Move that stuff, so I can move that in there. Now this won't go on top of this. Why will you not go on top? Okay, I'm gonna throw you out and try again. No, that won't work there. Okay. That won't work. That's kind of finicky. Putting rugs under furniture makes the furniture tilt. That's cute. but that made everything go wonky. So now we need to put that TV back again. Put that over here like this. I can. Like that. A little better. Very white and pink, isn't it? I just realized that. It's like, whoa, lots of white and pink in this one. Toss in another color just because. Nah. Yeah, that's better. Have one of those. We're using it as the TV stand. Excuse me. There. Put a little green in there. And we got little toys in here. I like that little rocket, it's cute. Little scooters. Cute little things. Our alarm clock fell over. There we go. This one's not going to rent out for a lot, despite the fact that we spent a lot of money on it. Put a plant in here somewhere. We'll do this one. Alright, I think that's good enough. It's only going to give us $14,692 an hour. That's fine. Oh, it's stacked on top of the first one we did. Okay, so we're going to be doing vertical stacking. Ha! Cute. Like I said, this definitely feels more like it's supposed to be a mobile type of game. I get the feeling that they got their inspiration from that. At least it doesn't include the microtransactions, right? Alright, I want to see what else I can unlock by doing this harvesting minigame, which I'm trying to figure out where they got the idea of having harvesting leeks as a minigame for this. We unlocked another unit type. Okay, they can't spell bonus time, I just realized that. It's spelled B-O-U-N-S, bonus, B-O-N-U-S. That was probably a typing error somebody should have caught. Unless English isn't their first language. We've unlocked another unit. Okay, that's good. If we can get another one of those bonus rounds. Yes, we can. And we've unlocked another unit. Extra allowance. We're definitely making more than when we started, but not by much. Ah, okay. Now I see. Every time we harvest a certain number of plants, we unlock a new unit type. So right now we need to harvest 210 of them to unlock another one. Let's see if we can unlock a really good one, shall we? And make some money while we're at it. Okay. We need to harvest a few more in order to get our next unlock. And we'll have unlocked like 3 of them. Oh, we got 2 more points. We might as well spend those. We've unlocked another unit. Alright. I'm done harvesting leeks. Let's buy a new flat. So what? Ooh, that one's a... well, we'll get it. They're still very teeny tiny. You know, this time I'm gonna actually try to shove a bathroom into one. This should be interesting, right? Tub over here. The very minimum, it should have a tub and a toilet. Turn the tub this way. Little laundry basket. Now that's one thing this doesn't have is a way to partition off. Like if you wanted to create a wall between this and another room. You can't quite do that. I mean, I guess you could kind of do it with shelving. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, that's a big shelf. Wasn't expecting all that. That looks like a laundry soap. Oh yeah, that's definitely a laundry soap bottle. Oh, we have stuff hanging out over here. I don't know why I just created a whole bathroom for an apartment, but I did. Like that. I'll put that in here. Alright, kind of over that music. Turn that down. Maybe it's the public bathroom for the apartments, since the apartments don't seem to have any. It kind of gives that whole dorm feeling. Everybody shares a bathroom. Right, let's do another one. What are we gonna get this time? Oh, that one's 150,000. Why? Because that's why. Let's go with this one. Alright, what are we turning this into? We have several bedrooms. Like 4 bedrooms. We got a little kitchen and living space. I feel like it's going to be shared. And a little bathroom space, which I also feel like is being shared. That's how we'll play this. We got all sorts of little bedrooms with shared living spaces. Alright. Let's decorate this then. We'll make this one another bedroom. That reminds me of a peppermint patty, or not, a peppermint. That's better. course, I don't have a white and red striped rug to match. That's as close as we got. Do we have any white and red photos? Not really. The closest thing we're going to get is bees. But they're actually closer to pink than red. Oh. Nah. Mushroom. Oh my god. like it's not quite done. I do appreciate that it has a variety of little things to decorate with, but some of it just doesn't make a lot of sense. You know? Okay. Whoa, that's big. Never mind. That's way too big. Oh. There. Now it looks like somebody could sit in that and kick their feet up. Oh look, little galaxy thing. Cute. We'll go with that. Excuse me. Moon phases. Excuse me. Can I shove a desk in here? Might be able to. Actually works out pretty good. Little mouse. Yeah, Sweeto. Radio. A little record player on a pedestal. Oh, and there's a microwave. Wish I'd known that earlier. Alright, I think that will do for that bedroom. Well, maybe we should move this in here. We'll put it right there. Anything else floating around outside that I need to know about? No? Okay, good. Now, where was the little kitchen? Right there. Move that stuff over here. Where was that microwave? Right here. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, a kitchen and living room area, and a bathroom. It's actually looking like we're getting somewhere with this little apartment complex. Alright, we'll go to the mini game, see what we can unlock next. It's definitely one of those games you play when you totally want to turn your brain off and just do something light. I'm still trying to figure out how picking leeks is the mini game. I have not a clue why that was picked. So this part doesn't make sense in the whole scheme of things. I appreciate that it's very mindless. Although, honestly, I would prefer to have it automated. But I don't get why this particular minigame. Unless gardening is like a passion for the developer. But no, I don't think so. I think they would have put more thought into the mini game than just pick leeks over and over again. At the very least, grow different crops of increasing value. I'm waiting to see if the numbers do go up. So we are still earning income from the apartment while we do this. I was wondering about that. We've unlocked another unit. We also have 3 points we can spend here. Making about 65 more per harvest than we were when we started. We leveled up that. Alright, more money. Time. I see that, and the misspelling makes me think bounce time. We're almost to unlocking something else. And we've unlocked another unit. Alright, so let's go back. We have money again. $200,000 for those 2 new units. Holy smokes. That's some expensive apartment. I'm gonna go with this one here. Well, that's very orange. Okay. I guess we're going with a kind of a 70s color palette in this one. Why has that fits that? Oh, that's expensive, but we're gonna get it. Matches. Alright, how many orange things can we find in here? Probably a lot more than red. Orange or white or brown. I guess that's just gonna fall that way no matter what I do. Wait, yeah, it is. Bat. The cat says bat. There we go. I guess we're gonna call this the creamsicle room. Really? Okay. Good enough. Put this over here. Nah. Good morning, Elle. The game's cute. I'm kind of questioning a couple of the design choices in it, but it's generally cute. The light over here. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be, but we're going to put it there because we need some decoration, and it's orange. Let's see. The cat says hello. Say hello to Miss Carol, who is yowling. She wants attention very, very much. Don't worry, she's had plenty of attention this morning, and food. Little chonker. I can't say a word, but yeah, she's definitely a little chonker. No, no. No. I know she's tickling the back of my leg. She definitely wants attention this morning. Okay, this rug is just getting on my last nerve. To a cat, there's no such thing as enough. That is very true. But she's on a diet, and she's a little chonker. That is my fault. I let her get away with begging for food a little too much. Yeah, I kind of wish the rugs lay a little flatter because they kind of cause the furniture to tilt unnaturally. But we're gonna just make do with it. And we're just gonna fill this. Get on the bookshelf. Thank you. We're gonna fill this bookshelf with all sorts of books. I can't say anything. I'm guilty of treat bribing my cat because of the space. Her treat bribe is actually a desk bed that I got for her. So when she gets up on my desk, She actually has a bed attached to it that she can hop into and lay down. It's worked out pretty well so far. She likes it. Which one of these pieces of art am I putting on the wall? Now, we've done that one already. Oh, and that matches the color scheme. Little fox. Anything else in here? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's a bit of a bug. Alright. You know what? I don't like the rug. We're gonna get rid of it. Now everything else will fall into place. It's too bad. I did like the rug. It matched, but it's just causing way too much trouble with everything else. We'll go with this funky looking little rug. It still matches. But doesn't cause nearly as much trouble. Can I put this inside of this? Just because. It looks nice. That is one of the most topiary looking plants I have ever seen. Can I put this up here? I can. Okay. I think that will do. So now our little apartment complex has 6 bedrooms, a little kitchen and living area, and a bathroom. I wonder if I can find out how much money I'm making. Oh, we can change the color of the environment. well, I guess the bottom part. Oh, and we can actually see what we're listening to here. So, you know what? I'm kind of tired of the music for the moment, so we're going to turn it off. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can't unlock another apartment type. Little nano apartment. I mean, I live in a small place, but not that small. They're more like dorm rooms. Up, we have unlocked a new unit. It'll take us a bit, excuse me, to get another one. I'm still questioning the developer's choices and adding what appears to be a farming mini game into a game about making tiny apartments and renting them out. Oh, we've unlocked another unit. I wonder how much those are going to cost. Probably a boatload. Well, we're almost at bonus time. Or bounce time. Actually, I would recommend to the developer, since they misspelled the word bonus and it kind of looks like bounce, they should call it bounce time. Just because. Oh, we actually have over 600,000. We have more than when we started playing the game. Finally. And we have unlocked another unit. So we've unlocked 3 more. Yeah, they've made the farming mini game important in that you use it to unlock different room types. So I guess in that they were smart. Otherwise, people would just decorate apartments and let the game idle, and until they made enough money to make more apartments. I think you were right when you said this seems more like a mobile game. Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like something that would be on mobile and probably full of microtransactions. You probably have an energy limit, and hey, if you want to play a little bit longer, just pay $4.99. Or if you want to buy that uber special decoration set for your apartment, pay $2.99. Or, you know, buy this bundle of coins and then you can buy new furniture for your apartment. That type of bullshit. So I guess at least they haven't shoved microtransactions into this as one good thing. Because I've actually seen some games show up on Steam that are definitely mobile game rips, complete with microtransactions. Alright, let's go ahead. Which, to be perfectly honest, if you're throwing up your mobile game on Steam just to make a few more cents, that is utter bullshit. Good morning, DP. You say a green day to me. Well, it's definitely green at the moment, isn't it? As in, we're making loads of money green. I'm doing alright. I seem to have a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment. Probably the coffee. How are you doing? We're almost to the point where, we've unlocked another one. Alright, let's head back. We have money. We have several new flats to choose from. Let's see how expensive they are. Hell expensive. Oh, let's try. Oh, I like the looks of this one. We're going to go something cheaper, and we're going to go with this purple and white theme. Oh boy, this should be interesting to decorate, right? Now, where is this one going to sit? Let me see where it's going. Okay, it's going over a bedroom. That's what I needed to know. Alright. So it's a bedroom. Oh yeah, we are still on for Friday. Most assuredly. Okay, there's a dresser. Oh, I guess we do have purple and white beds. Kind of wish I could change the color of bed because I'd really like to use this one. You know what? Let's introduce some yellow into this. Kind of cute. So we'll have yellow as an accent color in here. Nah. Oh. We'll put that this way. All right. Now, we need a light. Put this light over here. We need something to sit in. I feel like this room deserves some sort of a chair. And find something in the appropriate colors. This is white. It's going to tilt sideways because of the rug. That is going to annoy me more than anything. The fact that when you put furniture down on the rugs, the furniture doesn't sit right. Oh, we can use these purple pillows to introduce some purple into the bed. There. Now it's looking a little more matching the theme of the room, which is incredibly purple. Put teeny tiny table over here. Okay, that's not teeny tiny at all. Okay, no, we'll just use some plain cushions here. Maybe they sit on these cushions like the Japanese do. This is one of those in development. Let's see. Let's check the Steam page. No, it says nothing about being early access. So this is the official release of it. Now, they did use AI to design some of the assets, which I'm thinking is part of the problem with the rugs. They need to go in and tweak the rugs so things work right. It's cute. I know that some people aren't going to particularly like it because of the AI. I'm kind of on the fence about that part myself. But, you know, if you're a solo developer and you just want to create something Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you want to create something from your imagination and you don't have like the budget to spend buku cash on I'm gonna put this over here. It's kind of cute. On your game, and then you do what you do, you know? Now, is it fantastic, super duper fantastic? Not particularly. We'll put this up. You know, this looks like it's supposed to be some sort of a drawing tablet. So we're just, this looks like an iPad or something. We'll put that over there. And we'll put a variety of little bottles down. Hello, cat. Got some little lotion-looking bottles here. You know, damn it, cat. You're very, very entirely too spoiled. You know that, right? The whole world knows you're entirely too spoiled. She's just crawling all over my desk. She's like, fine, I will go sit down now. And the cat strikes again, and she does. Oh, and she knows she's spoiled. She just looks at me like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And I'm like, shut up, get in your bed. Well, that definitely looks like a girl's dress or top, doesn't it? Covered in little bottles that probably have lotions and cosmetics and all that fun stuff. All the fun stuff girls like to use. People are overly critical of AI usage. They jump to conclusions based on the BS we all see with companies lying about using it. Now every mention of AI triggers an extreme reaction from them. The way I see it, it's a tool. For casual users, it's just a fun way to create little things. For a small indie, solo, small group, it's a way to improve their workflow. Now, when you start talking multi-billion-dollar corporations using AI to replace humans completely in the process of creating something, that's where I have a problem. You got more money than a small country. You telling me you can't afford proper talent to create your end product? Bull effing shit. The more corporations try to force people to use AI, the more people are going to push back against it. They're only shooting themselves in the foot. So Microsoft with its Copilot, which I don't even have on this machine because I don't want to use it. Google with its, what the heck is it called? Gemini, I think. Shoving that into phones, again, I don't use it. I have it turned off. And we all use it for one thing or another every day. I like it, but it needs to be strictly regulated because it's a slippery slope. The cost of using AI for jobs right now is way higher than recruiting people. Yep, and you're both right. But corporations seem to be very eager to go in that direction. So, small solo dev using AI to create their artwork because they probably can't afford to hire somebody to do the art. That's one thing. Although maybe they should learn enough about what they're using to tweak it to work properly. Major corporation using it in place of real humans. No. Just flat out no. There we go. That goes with the color scheme. Ooh, we put look it looks like it glows in the dark. It's very cute. I don't know what the heck it's supposed to be. A blob. It's a squishy blob. But it's cute. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't sit there and presume that nobody should be using it because I say so. Because I am not that arrogant. Oh, maybe the next room I should make would be an exercise room. I'll put this little bag over here. But, we'll put it up here, like that. Let's see, I want a little bitty, I don't think I could fit a little bitty anything there, so I'll just put the books on the floor. A little stack of books on the floor over here. Over here. That's where we'll put them. As you said, it's a tool, and tools can be abused. That's true. That is very true. Tools can be abused. You know what? We'll give them a little scooter because maybe they use the scooter to get around town. All right, I think we're going to call that apartment good, and we're going to rent it out. See our little what the heck? That scared me. Go fuck yourself. Okay. No, thank you. I will be taking nothing from potential spam today. Kind of wish I could, rotate up and down to see better. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 little bedrooms, a kitchen and living area, and a bathroom. 1 bathroom for all these apartments. Oh boy, that toilet's getting clogged. I'm just saying. All right, let's buy a new one And I did say we were going to make an exercise room. This looks like it would be an exercise room. We're going to pick this one. It is hella expensive, but we're going to pick it anyway. So, we need exercise equipment. Where did I, under sports. I'm going to put some shelves in first. Feel like this place is going to need shelves. Oh, this is perfect. There we go. Now, we're going to get some weights. We put those, oh, we can. I'm so happy we can actually put that in there. Oh, we'll put that and then we'll put these in over here. So we got little weights in our exercise room. I can put that stuff in there. I'm liking. I see a flaw in that statement. AI is okay for small business to use, but not for large ones. Why force limitations on productivity just because you can afford it? Because the bigger a corporation is, the more they're going to abuse the AI, not to increase productivity, but to replace humans and human jobs. Not to mention, the more they use it, the more it taxes the whole infrastructure. Oh, look, we have little exercise machines. We're going all out and spending buku cash on this one. We'll put in 2 exercise bikes and a treadmill. Because why not? There we go. Need a rug. Something that looks like a rug you would find in an exercise. Oh. I mean, it would be perfect, except, yeah, that's what I thought. Nope. Move these back. Nope. Alright. I like that. That works. You say now you're hearing let's get physical and seeing sweaty weirdos in your head. By the way, good morning, George Chris. Thank you for the thought-provoking question. I do appreciate it. Nope. was kind of hoping for something that looked a little bit like lockers. Ah! Whoa! It's very big. We fit that in there. We can if I move the treadmill back. Kind of looks like lockers, right? We should put some lights in before while I'm thinking about lights, because you would definitely have lights in a gym. Put a couple of these in. I see it a bit different. The cat's out of the bag at this point. Abusive use of it is the real problem, like you just said. So it's up to the AI developers to create useful versions. I mean, I agree with you. The problem is that we know corporations are going to abuse it. Like I said, they're going to use it as an excuse to cut the workforce and save money that they're then going to spend on AI. And that's why I feel the way I do about their use of AI as opposed to the individual who making stuff for fun, or the solo dev who couldn't afford to pay someone to do this stuff. Oh, put a little mirror up there. And some people might even take, or not might even, they do take a much more hardline view of it than I do, and they're like, nobody should use it ever because my jobs, my environment, my this, my that. I'm not a fan of it, but it's here. It ain't going anywhere. Yeah, the AI bubble will eventually pop when these corporations realize that people aren't on board with them using it just to use the newest, greatest thing, quote, unquote, air quotes. But by then, how much damage is done to people who maybe lost their jobs, we'll put a couple of little yoga mats over here. So there. Now, we have a little exercise room. It needs decorating. It needs artwork on the walls. Because of course it does. This one's kind of nice. No. Can we put here that will go kind of go with that? maybe that. Build it for a real purpose with ethical use in mind before releasing. At this point, they just hype every little thing they can think of without a second thought of the impact it will have if released. That's true. Well, that's because corporations, especially mega corporations, are responsible to, first and foremost, their shareholders. That whole fiduciary responsibility. I like it. I don't think I like it. Okay, we'll make that a centerpiece. Hey, get on the wall. You stupid piece of art. There. I think we're done. That looks like a proper little exercise room. We have yoga mats. We have weights. We have space for people to stow their junk. We have exercise bikes. We have a treadmill. We have lights. We have a little art on the walls so that people don't get totally bored while they're walking on the treadmill. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I was going to say, I should have some water bottles. Maybe I can put a couple water bottles up top here. There. By the way, the game you're currently playing almost put me to sleep. I hate to say it. It is a very slow burn game. I don't blame you for that. It's one of those little chill games that you play to relax. So, I don't hate you for saying that. I want a thing that shows me how much I'm making an hour altogether. But I don't see anything like that. Okay, so this one's 16. So 36 here. Or 36 every couple seconds. 28, 38, 48, 52. So 88 every couple seconds here. $107, $130, $175, about $219 every couple of seconds. Wonder how high up we can end up building. Is it like just infinite? Or is there like a cap? I don't feel like there's an actual end goal to the game. Just build little spaces and rent them out and then go harvest leeks. Because that's a thing. And you, like I said, they randomly added this. I don't know why they chose gardening or leeks. But if you want to unlock new apartment types, you kind of have to do it. That design choice, more than anything, makes this feel like this one should be a mobile game. Now we've unlocked another unit. It is strange game design for a non-mobile game. If I didn't know better, I would have thought it is. Yeah. Kind of like somebody looked at mobile game ads and said, you know what? I'm going to make a game that looks just like some mobile game ads do. Because if you notice, a lot of mobile game ads don't fully match the actual gameplay. And, oh yeah, I just noticed you had asked a question. Have I ever heard of or played a game called Flesh Made Fear? No, I have not. You would know, you played a lot of them. Yeah, the only games I really play on mobile anymore are, I have this game that's like a bunch of different little games in one, and I actually spent like the $7 to get rid of ads so I can just play the games. There's different solitaire games, Sudoku, 2048, other puzzle type games. We're already up to 720,000 again, after spending all that money on that gem. For the most part, I've kind of lost interest in mobile games because of how microtransaction heavy they've become. Used to be you could buy a little mobile game and play it. You say you stumbled upon it yesterday. The devs are clearly big old school horror fans because it feels like an old 80s horror movie. There's even a little Easter egg where you flush a toilet. But is there an Easter egg in it where the meat on the counter suddenly burst open with maggots? And if y'all know the reference, then you have seen the movie. Do you know the reference? Alright. Alright, so let's go back. We'll watch our little apartments make money for a minute. So overall, the aesthetics of the game are very cute. It's very clear that some of the assets were AI generated, especially things like the rugs, which, like I said, might want to tweak that so that furniture actually sits flat on the rug instead of tilting wildly. So when you flush a toilet, a voice from inside the toilet says, "I'll swallow your soul." Okay. Well, that'll make they never want to sit on a toilet again. So, aesthetic-wise, it's cute. Gameplay-wise, decorating the little rooms is very relaxing. There's an interesting amount of stuff you can put in it. However, you can't change the color of the objects, which kind of, I'm like, there's no changing the color of the sheets on the bed or the furniture so that you can get that exact match that you want. So, would like to see a color wheel in it of some sort. Even if it's just a basic choose between 4 to 6 colors for each piece, that would be nice. The lo-fi music in it is very relaxing. I kind of liked it, but it also got annoying after a while. As we can tell, I turned it off. The farming mini game on the side. That part I don't get. Why a farming mini game? Make it something that matches the theme. You say there are strong references to Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Evil Dead, and it's so creepy. It's even retro style, what makes it even better. We'll take a look at it. So, yeah, and it's not like you can avoid doing the little side game, because doing the little side game gets you more room styles to use in your build. Could have been maybe cleaning furniture pieces or something like that, and then you unlock new stuff. I don't know. I do not understand that design choice. I mean, it's good for making a quick buck, but again, I don't get it. Yeah, that part made me scratch my head too. I don't get where the connection is between farming and being a landlord. I don't either. But it's there. And they've made it kind of a core part of the game. Like I said, you unlock your various room styles that way. However, it is an easy turn your brain off and play it type of game that you could do when you just you've had a really stressful day and you just need to unwind. So there's that. And the style's cute. Yes, AI generated assets, but it's cute. And most of the assets seem to thematically match. So it's not like the styles are wildly all over the place, which I've seen some AI swap games try to do. So we're going to go ahead and exit out. Oh, I can even change the cursor color. I didn't even notice that. Like the first time I've noticed that, you could change the cursor size and color. Yeah, that makes life easier. Okay. I'm about to leave the game. No kidding. So that is our look at Nano Flat Owner by Vision Party. Now, let's see, do they have any other games? So they have one other game from 2024, a roguelite survival game set in a forest called In Woods. You can appreciate games that you don't need to think to play if you could quiet your brain. Yeah, fair enough. There do be days like that. Level up, gather wood, craft items, enhance your power to face stronger foes, survive and defeat the final boss to claim ultimate victory. 193 people have reviewed it, and 83% reviewed it positively. Okay, so that's their other game that they have made. Kind of like a little, almost a bullet hell roguelike game. Of course, the first two reviews I see on that one are well, nope, that one's positive, that one's negative. Okay. So, back to this one. Let's see what the reviews are on this so far. We have 1, 2, 3 positive and 3 negative, so we got a 50-50 split so far. And it looks like every single one of the reviews, they received the product for free. Alright. Not recommend it. They played for an hour total. They had a half hour when they reviewed it, played for another half hour. I like the idea that it could probably be half decent to chill on, but it lacks. There's no information on what to do. I swear my game's bugged out because every time I reload the game, it makes me build a new unit. There's not much information on how to play it other than sit and watch money go higher. It's not a game for me, unfortunately. The idea behind this game is simple and good, but the game itself feels like a pretty random, loveless patchwork job. There's no really satisfying progression. You start with an abundance of money, buy and furnish a few apartments. The furnishing part is quite nice. From the get-go, you have a vast amount of things to choose from, to the degree where finding a specific thing is challenging, but it's otherwise cute and nice to just fit a bunch of stuff into a tiny room. Don't overthink it, though. Maybe it was an experiment. Maybe. Then there are the numbers. The game claims you can earn up to $17,000 an hour, but in truth, it's only like 17. Even if the numbers that pop up on your flat say 17,456, it's still just 17. So the numbers are not correct. Or maybe it's the information you're getting about what a flat can earn that's misleading. I think they were mistaking per hour. I think the game's talking about per hour in real time because I think we were making like every couple of seconds a certain amount of money. So if you take that and you got 60 minutes times 60 seconds, that's 360 seconds divided by 2, that is 180 seconds, and then multiply it by the amount of money the flat is making every couple of seconds, then it's about right. In general, the number seems so high that it feels like the devs just didn't want to think too hard about what would make sense. Okay, I admit, we do start off with a whole boatload of cash, and that didn't make a ton of sense. Most of these games, you start off with a very small amount of money, and then you have to work to make more. When you run out of money, you can... Excuse me. No, I don't want to talk to you. No more spam calls today, thank you. When you run out of money, you can do a super random mini game where you can harvest leeks. Literally, you're switching to a leek garden, playing a clicker game until you earn money, a lot more flat types to buy, and points to put into a skill tree that I couldn't even be bothered to try and understand because it felt redundant. There's no legend for how to use the UI, for example, how to turn things, it's the middle mouse button, or how to switch between the 3 different modes, it's the arrow key, and you only know if you really pay attention to the narrator telling you. The narrator looks like an AI-generated anime girl with pointy teeth, and the voice acting also gives AI impression. The narrator tells you how it will teach you all the evil tricks to squeeze the most out of the poor people you rent out to, which feels very opposite to what kind of vibe the game supposedly wants to achieve. For $5, the game still provides enough fun to be worth that money, but only barely. Okay, so that's a pretty fair review, and actually they brought up the same point I did. What the hell is it with the mini game? It just does seem very out of place. Alright. Now I can become the cuck king landlord of my dreams. Nano Flat Owner is a landlord simulator where you decorate microscopic apartments and collect rent. The car gameplay mostly feels like an idle game with furniture placement attached to it. Most of my enjoyment came from turning apartments into increasingly brazen cuck rooms. The heck? Did we play the same game? What the heck? It's less a serious management sim and more a strange sandbox for making tiny nightmare apartments. That bit with the demon girl was weird but funny. Well, this actually is a positive review, but it got even worse than the previous one. I'm like, what? Did we play the same game? And they have 0.2 hours on record. Okay, this person has 0.1 hour on record. It looks cute, but is very poorly explained. The physics in this game are terrible. I did point out the rugs, so I have to agree with that. And honestly, this looks like most of the assets were AI generated, especially the mascot. The voice lines in the game also sound really AI. And then, Nano Flat Owner is a nice little cozy builder. Definitely a game that scratches my OCD and organizing skills. I enjoyed playing this at the end of a long day to mellow out. The functionality and controls are very simple. Just click, drag, drop from the items list. Easy as that. It doesn't overcomplicate anything. Okay, that's fair. It was not a very complex game at all. It was easy to figure everything out. So, it is 15% off at the moment, making it $5.94 USD. Full price is $6.99 USD in about a week. Is it worth that? I mean, it's a toy. It's not a game that's taking itself seriously. Are we buffering? Anybody else having buffering? I don't have any dropped frames on this side. Don't seem to have any issues here according to OBS. Okay, so you did have buffering for a couple seconds. All right. But yeah, it feels like a toy, something to just unwind with. Definitely nothing that takes itself seriously. Okay. But is it worth $7? I will leave that to y'all to decide personally. I would say if you were to get it on sale. That's just me. I say that about most games. Now, what was it? Flush made fear. It might help if I actually spelled the word correctly. Alright. Flush made fear. Tank controls, fixed cameras, pure terror. Set in a haunting world of twisted experiments and occult nightmares, this game brings back the survival horror mechanics you know and love, while pushing the genre into terrifying new depths. It is by Tainted Pact. It is $17.99. There's a deluxe bundle that includes a 1998 theme, the soundtrack, Art of Rotwood, and Summer in Rotwood. For $28.75. Alright, let's take a look at this trailer real quick. Okay, we're going to mute it. It's music. But it does look very old school. I'm not a fan of fixed cameras, though. Fixed camera angles. I prefer to be able to turn my camera the way I want. But yeah, some of this stuff looks pretty gruesome and horrifying. You remember Leon talking about this game? Leon. Ruined Leon? You suck at games like this, but it's been fun watching it. It looks like there's some stealth involved. Very old school graphics. Yeah, that's kind of gruesome. Oh, and hello, Nicholas. Happy Tuesday. Wait, it is Tuesday, right? Yes, it is. Elisa also is a similar game. God is not here. I like the graphic style. Does look like they put a lot of thought into it. Oh my God, that's gruesome. Yeah, they definitely did a lot to give it a very gruesome horror aesthetic within the confines of the graphics. Elisa's shopkeeper, the hand puppet. Alright, we'll take a look at it too then. It's called Elisa. So we have Elisa. Elisa's The Parting. I'm assuming you mean this one. Elisa is a horror-themed action-adventure game and a genuine throwback to the golden age of 90s 3D games. And this one is $17.99. Why does Elisa look kind of like Alice in Wonderland? And What is up with these strange... Wow, some of those creatures were pretty strange looking. But it is a horror game. Oh, we could have played the sound. They're using old classical music for it. Similar to games you've played, Blasphemous. I did not play much of Blasphemous. I suck at that so bad. I'm going to have to try it again at some point. Maybe with a controller, it might be a little easier. So, there's a couple little horror games for us. I already have some horror games that I'm going to need to play at some point because I got them while they were incredibly cheap. And, you know, just little bitty games nobody's ever heard of. Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3. Yeah, nobody's ever heard of those. Of course, I'm being facetious. Oh, you actually have a playthrough for that one that you told us about? Okay. Might be worth taking a look at after I get done doing my video recordings for the day. But yeah, I think once one of the member perks will be like maybe a once a month or once or twice a month members only stream where y'all get to watch me suffer through some horror games or something, because I will absolutely blow chunks at them and probably scream a lot. What do y'all think of that? Y'all like that idea? You like the idea of Miss Bella getting a bunch of jump scares? Like I said, the whole atmosphere it establishes is just amazing. There's a Where's Waldo based horror game. I'm not surprised. I think it's silly, but I'm not surprised. So, we're going to finish off now. Tomorrow we have another little game we're going to look at that I got via Keymailer. Something a little more active than the one we played today, called Card Collection Simulator. And where we collect cards, sell them at a convention, to make money, to buy more cards, to collect or sell. It looked kind of cute. Again, it's one I asked for, and wait, did I ask for it? No, I actually got offered this one. So we will see. We'll see how this plays. I'm not that sadistic, but I'm pretty sure people will enjoy watching you get scared. Probably. So, you don't think you can attend that member stream since you can't afford membership? Well, we still haven't even determined if we're going to have memberships. That will be discussed once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which we're close to. You awesome people have gotten me within 35 subscribers of 1,000, so thank you all. I appreciate it. We won't quite make it there by my birthday, which is, of course, tomorrow. But, oh yeah, I did. So Nicholas is saying he can't attend the member stream since he can't afford membership. So he's saying that if I have members only streams, he wouldn't be able to make those. No, I totally get it. Don't worry about it, Nicholas. I'm not gonna be having like a ton of those anyway, even if we open up memberships. But it was just a thought. If I open up memberships, I kind of want to give people something for it. Not just, hey, give me money. Give me all the money. No. No, miss me with that. You know? So let me finish off by thanking everybody that has stopped by this morning. Of course, we all know tomorrow's my birthday, so we're going to have an extra long morning stream to celebrate. And I said one of the games we're playing is Card Collection Simulator. And then if we get tired of it, we'll switch to something else. So thank you to George Chris for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. I appreciate you being here. And thank you to El Alchemy for stopping by. And you say we'll help with the brainstorming. All right. Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you to Nicholas Patton for stopping by. And I will see you next time, which, oh yes, it's this evening, where we'll be back in Windrose. Thank you to DP70 for being here. Yes, we are absolutely on for Friday. I assume we're playing some more V Rising. And I'm scrolling up. I don't want to miss anybody. No, I think I got everyone. For all of you who popped in and out, all right, I'll see you later, DP. You have a good one. For all of you that popped in and out, or perhaps you stuck around and lurked, well, thank you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And with all that being said, of course, all the fun cooking things YouTube likes you to do, if you don't want to miss all the chaos. I'm going to go have some lunch. Then I'm going to do some recording. You awesome folk have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Of course, I might see y'all this evening in Windrose. We'll see. Until next time, bye for now.